Hi, good evening. Unlike the previous speakers, I'm totally going to talk about myself tonight. Luckily for you, this is Pecha Kucha, so it will only take about 7 minutes. Actually, I'm quite a bit nervous tonight because this is the first time that I'm quite coming out. So I can say, so hi, I'm Nick and I have multitis. Multitis is also known as Entrepreneurial Alzheimer. I get a kick of starting things new again and again. Smokers among you might recognize the feeling of having one cigarette in hand and the other one still lying in the ashtray. It's very nervous. I'm outing this in the hope that other people in the room might relate to this and know that they're not alone. So this is me. Sorry to break the news like that. The problem is it's, well, there's no cure, no hope. As it's contagious as well, let me tell you where to look for symptoms so you can avoid direct contact with other people. First of all, most people with MT have at least 5 name cards, 3 email addresses, 2 accountants. They also love to start things, but hate to finish it. And the world, according to them and the people living in it, is way too slow. They think coffee is always drunk cold. And very typical also is that their wives or their partners are very patient, understanding, and so are their mistresses. So be aware, don't say I didn't warn you. So hi again, I'm Nick and I have multitis. As you can tell from this slide, I'm wasting my time on the internet. According to others, of course, blogging, Twitter, Facebook, Delicious, Flickr, all operated by this iPhone, which is switched on. If I'm not wasting my time on the internet, I'm also the founder and managing director of Nocus. Nocus is a creative company in Hasselt, Limburg, where I also like to create the designs, define strategies, install computers, and define which coffee beans are best suited in the espresso machine, which is important if you drink your coffee cold. Knowing that selling hot air as an advertising guy won't get me anywhere, I invested a year ago together with my wife in a nice old industrial building that's is some sort of a creative hotspot and is in the middle of some creative companies. I have plans to build a consecutive building next to the existing one on the right. Luckily, the economic crisis came along to set aside the project for a while. I also do have to tell that if there's any time left on a God-given day, I do spend it with those 2 people on the right, my wife Caroline and my son. Unfortunately, multitis is also genetically, which means, sorry, Maxime, hope you don't blame me, just blame my genes. With the other time, or the spare time left, I founded the Creative Class organization in Limburg, which is the West Limburg, as our former governor Steve Stewart likes to call it. Our organization wants to play an active role in the inspiration, education of creativity and innovation in the region. It's a place where young talents can have free space. It's where entrepreneurs and other business people can meet up. And I want to make use of this moment. This is the last meeting. To make use of this moment for a small commercial break, because the next meeting of Creative Class is a Manic Monday on a Monday, 6th of July. It's some sort of a rotating meetup formula with entrepreneurs, 4 people, 4 tables, mixing around. And it's now Frank van Passel, the regisseur, Michael Verheyen, Dirk Milbo, and all-time girl geek Chloe Willards on the guest list for next month. But enough about Creative Class and my symptoms. Let's talk a little bit more about what you can do if you're diagnosed with severe entrepreneurial Alzheimer before considering any brain surgery or heart surgery or whatever. First tip is resist the urge long enough to start something new and see why you really want to start something. Is it because you got bored of the previous one, or is it really a big opportunity? it might be a good idea to say no from time to time. Secondly, if you don't succeed in saying no, or unbelievably or not, all opportunities that cross your road are worth to chase after, surround yourself with good people, people that can follow your pace, people that can finish things that you started, for example. Like Sherlock Holmes, what would he be without Dr. Watson, of course. Third suggestion, I believe mens sana and corpore sano. Stay in shape, exercise to get rid of the stress. The additional advantage of a 60-minute run in the woods is that you get free ideas that just pop up your head, so do that. If you don't have the time for the 60 minutes, I recommend Supradine vitamins. Fourth suggestion, a very important one, is get a partner. If you have one, listen to her or him more often. Try to remember it. It's okay. But you don't need to use someone to share your ambition or your ideas. You need someone just to set the record straight if you're wandering off. You need someone just with a lot of extreme patience and understanding. Last but not least, it's not because you need from time to time to stop and reflect things. What you really need is to start new business, new opportunities, and new projects. Unlike smoking, never stop, not even when the economic crisis hits you in the head. So that's it. Hope my testimony was useful for you. If you dare to come close to me in the break, for example, it's okay. Let's share ideas. Good evening. Thank you, and goodbye.